on that issue of the women's football? Because as I said, you've been talking a lot about how in football we must make more resources and contribute towards its growth.
Well, that's quite critical for us. We did say right from the beginning of taking over the portfolio with sport now that we want to see women football thriving in South Africa, in all sporting codes. We've met with the leadership of all the national federations on this question, because we understand that the fundamentals of transformation can never be complete without women playing a key role. That is why when SAFA raised the issue of the women's league, women's football league, not the women's league of the governing party, the women's football league, we said we support that because it has to start somewhere. And we can see the result out of that. I think it's Dr. Patrice Motsepe was talking about our girls, Banyana, displaying huge potential of our women in sport general. We do have a challenge when it comes to women, particularly the area of sponsorship. That's one area which, at all levels, from the national, regional to continental level, which we need to look into, because it's much easier for the private sector to come to the party, particularly supporting men. It is time that we nudge everybody to look towards the side of women, because women in sport are going to make the nations more prouder than men. I can say that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Minister. I know, Dr. Jordaan, you want to pick up on that point?
Yes, absolutely. I think this country is not focusing on the achievement of women's football. Firstly, we have 32 women footballers playing overseas. And some of them are millionaires, may have produced the first women football millionaires in this country. Country is not focusing there. Even on the African continent, I think women football's achievements, Nigeria is one of them, and that's why I agree with the candidate for CAF president that the first African team to win the World Cup would be a woman national team. If you can see the ranking and you see the performance, and I will not be surprised. And we are in the top 3. It is Nigeria and South Africa number 3. So one of us will win the World Cup. Don't ask me when Bafana is going to win the World Cup, but we will win the Women's World Cup with Banyana long before Bafana makes it into a final. That is a guaranteed. And I thank the Minister because of the tremendous support for women's football. And when you see the ladies, when they come back, you ask them where they live now, what car they drive now. Their lives have been transformed, not only their lives, but the lives of their family. It is a wonderful success story of women's football and football in the country. And when they come back, I think they must speak more to the journalists, because some of them don't want to talk. I said, don't talk about your money that you have. But if a player in Europe earns 20,000 euros or 40,000 euros, that's 200,000 or 400,000 rand a month. Their lives have changed. And so we can do more by investing in women's football. Their return on their investment is far greater than the 65 men we have in Europe, all struggling to be in the starting lineup. The women, they play for AC Milan, they're in the starting lineup. They play in Spain, in the biggest clubs, they're in the starting lineup. The men, we are struggling. So return on investment, I think the corporate South Africa should look again, where the investment bring huge returns.
We'll take the question that Benjamin from Newsroom asked, and then we'll head back onto the floor. A direct question to you, Dr. Motsepe, was that why is it taking you so long to finally have this platform, and isn't that going to handicap your campaign?
Yeah. Well, very good question. We have spent a lot of time traveling all over the continent. It was more important for me to meet with our presidents. The word they use is they call them member association presidents, and spend some time hearing from them. What are the challenges? What are the problems? What are the difficulties? But also